Okay, so we live.
Yeah, Negro, we was live.
I was just saying, we about to go live, and we be like, this is awkward.
In other words, shit, what they call the fuck up.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Shit.
What's good, family?
What's good, family? Y'all, this nigga gonna make me fly out to Dallas.
Bring your ass, man. But
throw something at him and fly back.
Okay.
As you see, I ain't trying
I'm
to fight.
I'm gonna be back to Chicago anyway. I'm supposed to be helping you make these little short films and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, getting my Denzel on. You know what I mean?
Kid, if you want to come in on the short films, you know, you
what
more
kind
than
of
welcome.
Short films?
We got all kind of ideas, you know. We
Man,
doing
look, we redid a scene from Soul Man, the Bernie Mac when he was knocking at the door trying to convince him to come back on the road.
Hey man, all I'm gonna say is when I was in high school, I was the star of a play.
Everybody was a star in high school.
No, I was a star. I was a stinky cheese man, and that was the head role right there.
Stinky cheese man.
Yeah, it was a mashup of a bunch of fairy tales and stuff like that.
I thought you were about to say
it was the gingerbread man, but yeah.
I thought you was gonna say, man, I played the tree. You know, I was the shit in there.
Well, couldn't nobody hold them leaves like Queen.
You got that right. Don't let the wind blow though. Yeah.
Nobody blowing the wind like Queen.
Get that shit together.
So look, this week had more than a few things rocking out. Chick say that she ain't dating no little dick men. She don't give a fuck how good they are, what all they got going for them. They could treat her nice, have a good job, be stable, all that. She ain't fucking with no little dick dudes. We got a white dude writing a book talking about how to date and marry a black woman.
I seen that.
I'm trying to figure that shit out. We got the pastor mad at the congregation because they wouldn't buy him a fucking watch.
Yeah. You got two pastors that's going back and forth with each other over Beyonce.
Again.
So
certain fights you got to give up. Like I'm gonna let you have that one because it'd be like, yo, you can have Beyonce. I'm gonna let you deal with Hov. I'm just gonna take Michelle and call it a day. Take the life.
All right, you can have Michelle, but I'm gonna take Kelly.
Kelly. You got Michelle on my mind, and I meant to say Kelly.
I know, man. You all the way wrong.
I'm like this nigga pulled mind control on Debo.
He did. He attempted. I saw it.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. So, hey, let's go on into this. So, as you all know, Joe Biden just signed a bill. They about to hire 87,000 IRS agents.
Wait, 87,000 or 87,000? 87,000.
They're already in the process.
They're in the process of hiring 87,000 IRS agents. Man. So
there's an office here in Dallas too.
I know.
So they have a training video that's been released online. Now I'm gonna say alleged. I've seen this on multiple different sites, but I haven't seen anything from any place I would say reputable. But I'm gonna say alleged. But they do have the flak jackets with IRS on there, so this could be true. Just look at the fuckery that they got them doing.
So we'll take it along the wall and line up on the wall, okay? Right there's good. You can do your line up there, whoever's going first. All right, you guys got everybody here? All right, you all ready? Guns out. All right, whenever you guys are ready, you go. Federal agent.
Freeze. Put your hands up.
Put your hands up.
Got an arrest for you,
Where's Ashley Campbell? Sir, put your hands up and stop moving.
What are you looking for?
Do you have any weapons on you, sir?
What are you looking for?
Look for Ashley Campbell.
Where's that?
No, sir. Stay put. That is not Ashley Campbell.
Oh, amen.
Do you have any weapons? Do you have any weapons on you?
I'm not saying nothing.
Sir, do you have any weapons on you?
I don't even know who you guys are. I'm not saying a thing.
Sir,
I'm
I'm an
not saying a
IRS
thing.
special agent. Do you have any weapons on you?
I'm not saying a thing.
All right, please
You
get
do what
on.
you gotta do. I'm not saying a
Turn
thing.
around.
Hands up. Did you have any
Hands
weapons?
inside.
I have a gun. Yeah, I have a permit. It's
Slowly
legal.
behind your back.
Can we take your weapon, please?
Well, if you're going to ask me, I don't know. I'm going to say no.
Spread your legs.
Getting arrested?
Do you have any other weapons on you?
Hands behind
No.
your back.
Can you please put your hands behind your back?
Don't move.
Can you lean forward?
Ashley Campbell. Raise your hand. You're under arrest. What? You're under arrest for conspiracy.
Can you please turn around?
For money.
Bend over.
Hands up. You got no right.
I'm serious.
I know.
We have a warrant on your back.
That shit was making my head hurt, man.
Man, look.
There's so much stuff wrong with that.
Wow.
So I ain't seen nothing right.
Nothing. First of all, what part of the IRS is this where niggas is like
Were they rolling up on people? And I mean,
rape-
literally, because homie was in a wheelchair.
So one, okay, you go in a clear room. You walk straight in.
That was the other thing I was gonna say. Y'all in clear room, everybody walking in, their weapons just like this. Y'all gonna shoot each other, fam. Like, what
First
we
of
doing?
all, I'm looking at the way most of them is carrying, is holding that weapon. Soon as the kickback from that weapon gonna break a couple of they elbows. But they ain't got no,
If they don't shoot each other.
They gonna shoot each other because it
definitely
wasn't.
that.
You know, they
Definitely
walking
that.
in literally with the weapon. They ain't even holding it right. You know what I'm saying?
What is that? I'm
Then
like,
when they walked up on dude, the one that's holding the gun is doing the pat down. Make that shit make sense. So I'm gonna hold a gun and do the pat down together.
and
Right.
So
I got
so
other
you
people.
can snatch that mug from
so you can take my shit. That's what I'm saying.
And
What
then
up,
old
Monica?
girl
I
at
see
the
you, boy.
end- old girl at the end that was just, you have any
No,
weapons
no.
on you?
Here's the
Ma'am,
thing. Here's
ma'am.
the thing. All
What's up,
kind of
Mike?
wrong. I'm gonna ask them to get like a law enforcement division, okay? Because if I'm supposed to be providing a presence and being an authority figure, and this motherfucker got a gun, can I take your gun? It's not how this conversation gonna go. Keep your hands in the air, and I'm just gonna take it. If you lower your hands, I'm gonna have to clear your mind for you. You know what I'm saying?
So here's my question. In what scenario would the IRS roll up
Need that.
anything? Like,
These niggas is getting people for evading taxes. What the fuck is that?
I have no idea. I don't know. Like I said,
Yeah.
that's why
Let me get on my shit. It's another reason to get white people pissed. Feel free to drink behind that.
yeah.
Feel free to drink behind that.
because when I first heard, okay, they got 87,000 agents that they hiring.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly, from according to Biden, they only going after people that's making 400,000 or more.
No, it's not. They going after small businesses. And
Like yours, like mine, like ours.
you know what I'm saying? So here's my thing, man. I said
Wait, hold on. That wasn't how you shook it off before we started the show. You
No,
had to
I'm
get
on
sexy
camera,
for
man.
him.
Like I
Yeah,
got
on camera, that's it.
my nuts had to grow a little bit.
You know,
So-
we don't see. We ain't doing no backstage shit right now, so you know, she gotta look extra pretty. You know, she might find that dollar date that she gonna take the shit from him through this, so she got to make sure that she looking good.
Look at you.
I ain't gonna go there, but but no. So I said this, and here's the thing that you have to understand in regards to our good old government, right? Anytime they're gonna give you anything, they're gonna find a way to take that back. You done got 3 stimulus checks. You know what I'm saying? Like, they done gave you credits for kids to go back to school. Then, of course, they had the PPP shit that done came out. But ain't nobody talking about how, you know, when everybody was geeked up about this little $1,200-$1,400 stimulus checks, when people of a certain tax bracket, each one of them got at least $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody hear about that. So
Right. Why am I gonna tell you about how we helping rich folk get richer? Why they gonna tell us that?
Because what the hell they need a stimulus for, fam?
And you know what? See,
They
here's how you
already
can help.
stimulated.
Here's how you could actually help out the economy without a lot of bullshit that these businesses, because we all heard about the businesses that got all these billions of dollars and they fucked around and didn't pay it back, and well, the taxpayers pay it back. But if you gave
Tom Brady was one of them.
if you gave every taxpayer that make under a certain amount $1 million, which they could easily do because we just sent billions to Ukraine. So if we did that, one, what are they going to do? Most people are going to spend that money within a few months because they ain't had this money before. Crazy.
Literally speaking, $1 million, I give the average motherfucker, because if most Negroes are big, niggas gonna nig, okay? So most of them, they gonna go buy the cars, buy the crib.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a Bugatti. That's what they gonna do.
They not gonna invest it and start businesses to regenerate the wealth, right?
No.
So you're gonna get what I mean. If they really want to step, yeah, you're gonna give the money, because you're gonna get probably about 60-70% of it back off rip.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna get somebody like me, you, Quita. You know, you're gonna get a handful of us. We gonna jumpstart some shit. But
right,
we only black people only make up 13 to 15% of the population. So if you only get 2% of that, if you only get 2% of the 13 that's actually starting to do something, you still ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, let's talk. Okay, let me talk about that statistic though, because I mean, I've been questioning this for about 10, 15 years. How is it since the inception of the U.S. that the black population has always been between 13 and 15%?
Oh, you know why? Because at one point, okay, so I'm glad you asked that, because you know I be on my nerd shit. This is kind of what I do.
Okay, come on, geek.
So during slavery, Negroes outnumbered people like 20 to 1. I mean, and that's why it's baffling to me how nobody picked that shit up and said, hey man, you know, it's like, what up, Mill? Nobody picked that shit up and said, hey man, ain't but 5 white people on this plantation. It's like 50 of us. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said, this is the plantation they used to own. Nobody got that. You know what I'm saying? So
Nat Turner attempted.
After slavery, right, when we were supposed to be free, white people realized what this was. Why do you think they was in such a hurry to have picnics, which is the reason why I don't use that word. Pick a nigga and string a nigga up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That, I mean, lynchings were at an all-time high. So,
but if you look in the history books, they say it was like a total of 3,000 something lynchings. I was like, nigga, it was 300 something a day on some certain days. Like, stop.
And the reality of it is that the United States is the only place where we are a minority. But it is predicted that we are going to be in the majority along with brown people, i.e. Hispanics, like 2038, which is the reason why white people are in this big panic. they would rather assimilate and procreate with black people, or kill us, or enjail us, or you know, quote enslave us. Because I mean, look, they let you in on what they was thinking when they did the Charlottesville shit. The Jews will not replace us. They were 2 seconds away from saying niggas either.
Hey, I'm gonna have to find that video where they actually went to the Supreme Court to try to, you know, on some we scared that we gonna be replaced. But see, going back to that though, D, like on some real stuff, I really feel like these numbers is dead ass fabricated. Because I mean, if you think about this mess, right? So my daddy knew the census came out by hand, and they took, you know, the names of the new kids every 3, I think it was either 3 to 5 years. I can't remember what
Right.
they said, but it's 11 of my daddy them, 11.
And they only took 3.
But
Well,
here's the thing. My grandparents, same thing. I think my granddaddy has 9 brothers and sisters. My grandmother has 13 brothers and sisters. White people wasn't reproducing like that, fam.
Nah,
I just feel like them numbers
I
is a little.
I told y'all the story about my grandmother, right?
No.
My grandmother got 5 sisters, so it's 6 girls, right? She got 30 brothers. 30.
Damn.
It's 36 of them motherfuckers. They grew up on a farm, of course. They grew up on a farm. And no, they didn't come from one woman. Of course not. They probably died giving birth. But yeah, 36 months. That's a lot of niggas waiting on you for messing with their sister. It's like, hey, yo, David, it's 30 motherfuckers outside waiting on you. I can help you with one of them.
So, okay. If you all been watching the news, you all know LA just had a bunch of fuckery going on. I showed Deron and Quita the video earlier. Let's just watch the video. So I cut the video short because we all got the gist of what was going on. Now, I don't know what was going on in LA at the time, but I did read that 7-Eleven only had one cashier on duty at the time. So the guy that was behind the counter was the only employee there.
Because what you want me to do, fam? Y'all had to have it.
Oh, y'all can have this motherfucker stuff. Y'all can have everything y'all want.
I'm like, nigga, I was gonna quit anyway, man. Fuck this place. I mean, that's what I'm with. That's where I'm at with it.
And I don't get it, because you tearing up the 7-Eleven, and just like I said during the riots, if that 7-Eleven decides to shut down and not come back, and now you got to go an extra mile for a convenience store, you're gonna say, oh, they racist, they not trying to put businesses in our neighborhood.
Well, you know what though, but look, man, LA, and I wish I could say that it was just Negroes on nig, but January.
There was a whole lot of non-blacks in that video.
Oh yeah, it was, because you had I seen Mexicans, I seen a few whites up in there. But just like when it was rioted in Chicago, you had white people and Mexicans come into the black neighborhood tearing up shit, and the blacks tried to go to the Mexican neighborhood, and they said, "Nah, y'all not doing that shit over here." And they almost had a motherfucking turf war over that shit.
Hey, look, but here's the thing: we have to take responsibility for that, because we talked about that shit during the riot. We are willing to tear up our own shit. We're willing to allow other people to help us tear up our shit. But if you look at, I mean, go back to any riot in the United States, and we don't even have to go back that far. We can just go back to the Watts riots, and the police gave you borders you couldn't go past because it was white families that lived back there. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, look, we need to stop crippling ourselves socially and economically. And I think we say this all the time. If I'm mad at David, I'm not gonna fuck my crib up because I'm mad at David. I'm gonna go to David's crib, fuck his crib up. But see, people talk all that pro-black, rah-rah, I'm pissed, white people, this, that, and other. Okay, well, go fuck up white people shit. Why not? Because you know, if you go to the white people neighborhood with that shit, they gonna lock you, they gonna throw your black ass under the jail.
Exactly.
They're not playing no games.
So let me just ask y'all a question. Okay, I'm gonna just ask a question. Now, if we're gonna keep it a buck,
As always.
I mean, did we really tear up our shit though?
Yeah.
That's
I feel like in Chicago, I don't know what they was doing here in Dallas, but in Chicago, they was, look, my man, David's best friend is an ophthalmologist, right? An eye doctor. Mm-hmm. He kept his business in the hood to give back to the hood. They went in there and tore his shit up and stole his. Fuck is you gonna do with an eye exam, fam?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like some of the shit we do for no reason, it don't even baffle me. I just look at it and be like, yeah, don't worry about silent words. It's cool.
I'm glad he said that shit to somebody other than me.
I'm just saying, like, you know,
equal opportunity around here, man.
No, quit. I got what you're saying, but just okay. Scenario. Just say like your grandmother or somebody, elderly lady that you know, depends on this Walgreens.
Absolutely.
We might not own the Walgreens, but she depends on this. And they come and tear up that Walgreens where she gets some medicine. During the riots, I found 4 different medicine bags in front of my house. Why
well, I feel that. But I also see, I think I look at things a little bit different, right? Because there's so much redlining when it comes to even stuff like that, right? When they rolled out that neighborhood stabilization money in Chicago, not one, it was supposed to go to the most affected communities by, the most affected communities in the foreclosure market. Now, like I know, it hit the Black neighborhoods the hardest just based off the fact that it was a whole bunch of predatory lending. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so none of the only neighborhood that got some money back was Inglewood.
And that was Whole Foods that they built up over there, they just shut that down.
Well, here's they had to give that money back. But you know how many millions of dollars the nonprofit Mercy Homes got?
Yeah.
And you know what they did? They bought condos on the lakefront.
Yeah.
So I'm in meetings talking to Mayor Daley, like according to, these are your reports, right? If these are the neighborhoods that's hit the hardest, and this is where the money was supposed to go, explain to me how North Lawndale, who was the hardest hit community, got $0. Explain that to me.
But see, here's where, us as a people, we don't stick together for stuff like this. We worried about the little bit of the shit they trickle down to us, and us as Black people, we get happy. I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying
it's a lack of knowledge, though, too, man. We can't all say that we don't stick together. Like, we not in those rooms having those conversations. How many Black people that was talking about neighborhood stabilization money? There was 3 different phases that rolled out.
But now check this out here. I feel you on that. But when you get people who are trying to educate and trying to pass on information, Like we've done this, like I said, 5 years before this shit jumped off. What up, Carlos? What up, D? I'm gonna come to see. Hey, man, your brother gonna be giving us some more drinks this year. That's all I'm saying. But but when we try to educate motherfuckers, and the response is, man, this shit ain't got nothing to do with me, man. Man, fuck that shit. Ain't nobody trying to hear all this shit.
Let me address him real quick. Derek, I feel that. But at the same time, like that's opportunities for us to go in, which was my point. Because a lot of these businesses and these buildings, we don't have access to. I know because I did it or I attempted to do it. We don't have access to. If you go to the banks right now and ask them who owns this boarded up building, it's going to be a Polish motherfucker that they're going to not be able to tell you the name of because they're holding on to that building to make the property value go down so they can keep going in and buying this shit up. And then when everybody is out, then you got gentrification. That's exactly what happened in Bronzeville.
Yeah, you right about it. You 1,000% correct.
And so I'm saying this from a place of just knowing, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
I don't think it's a point of a lot of people like not saying, well, it don't have nothing to do about me. I think there's a group of people that say that, but also there's a group of people that want to do better. And you can't focus on the people who don't want, but when you start educating the people who do want, like it's power in numbers. It don't matter if it's 10. 10 is better than 1. You know what I'm saying? And the 10 can be more powerful than the 30. So that, you know what I'm saying? That don't. So when I say stuff like, right, but when I say, like when I go through that whole thing, especially with like, you know, and talking about even that neighborhood stabilization money, that shit was hush hush. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was supposed to know that the money was even out there. Right. I was working as an administrator for a church at that time. The only reason I got 80 properties donated to this non-for-profit, the only reason I was able to do that is because they could not underwrite another mortgage until they had so many foreclosures off their fucking books.
Right. Okay, so question. Do you believe, I'm going to ask this question because I asked Michelle this question before. Quita, do you believe at any point in time a man should never, under any circumstances, should ever put his hands on a woman?
Oh, no.
Never?
No, I didn't say no, he shouldn't. God damn it. Now, if you keep acting like a man and you in a man face, fam, like, hey, you might. Okay. I don't condone it. Men are obviously stronger than women. I don't condone.
Some of these men growing up now, they kind of bitch made, but
which I get. I'm not saying because there's some niggas that's some hoes. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying, me growing up with boys, number one, having a son, having a father, all of that, like it's gonna be so many times that you got a female that keeps swinging on you, or you know what I'm saying, or swing on you the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother, he was dealing with a chick one time, and this bitch tried to throw a nail polish bottle at his face. I whooped her ass. But had I not been there, if my brother would have whooped her ass, a nail polish bottle, fam, like a glass bottle, full fucking speed.
Talking about leaving the dent in the nigga head.
Oh, yeah.
So one of the most ratchet airlines ever.
Oh, here we go.
I think they worse than Soul Plane.
Soul Plane, goddamn me. Yes.
Let's take a look at this.
You haven't lost your mind. Don't touch me ever in your life. You touched me first, and then you got in my face. Don't ever invade my personal space. Get out of my bag! No, I'm not. You fucking faggot! I'm here. You fucking I'm here. I'm here. You're touching me again. You're touching me again. You're touching me again. It's all on purpose. It surely is. You touched me. But you in my personal space. You're in my personal space. You're in my personal space. Stay out of my personal space. She's touching me. She's touching me. And I'm telling you, don't put, she can't put her hands on me.
Okay, stop it! Hey!
now. Don't you ever put your hands on me. No, get this for everybody. Back off from me. This bitch.
You're not gonna fight that woman, man. No, watch out, man. You ain't gonna fight that woman, bro. You're not gonna fight that woman.
You got the wrong person.
Don't fight that woman, bro.
You got the wrong person. You bitching for my head.
I don't know. You ain't gonna fight that woman.
Hey, relax, relax.
You ain't gonna fight no woman.
I don't give a fuck.
Relax, 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 relax.
I fight whoever. I fight whoever.
Take a deep breath.
Put your hands
I
on me.
fight whoever.
Put your hands.
I fight whoever. I fight whoever. Knock your bitch
Just
ass out.
relax.
Knock me out. Knock me out.
Relax.
Knock me
It's
out.
okay.
Knock
It's
me out.
okay.
You saw what she did.
It's all right.
Can I go first?
Hold on.
Yes,
Wait. So, sir, that came in to help somebody that you didn't know, I would like to offer you this bottle for being the simp of the year. Well,
No.
thank you, sir.
That was gonna be the first thing I was gonna address. Because my man, where the fuck was you at when old girl was in his face and slapping him? If you were so concerned about him putting his hands on a woman and you done witnessed this whole thing, then somebody should have been like, all right, let's pull in between and you know what I'm saying? Like kind of break this thing up.
That's my oldest seed right there.
Hey man.
But I haven't seen the full video. I wish I was damn sure looking for the full video, but I haven't seen.
But even based off of what you saw, number one, I couldn't tell whether the woman was black or not. But for her to be calling him nigga,
Hispanic.
yeah, that whole
Called
shit,
him a nigga and a faggot.
nigga. You done called him a bitch. You don't call no black man a bitch. You might, you know what I'm saying?
Ever.
Like shit.
Like, let me tell you something.
There's
When
several lines.
when I'm ready to show hands, I call you a bitch. And David, you know, we know that like, I be playing with you though. But but if I call a man a bitch, that means I'm ready.
Right.
I'm motherfucking ready. So you
Right.
better be ready. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because now we done talking. At that point, once
Yeah.
I say, nigga, if I ever end what I'm saying with nigga, you a bitch, I'm ready.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Here's where she dumb. You know, you just hit somebody that in a federal fucking facility, fam. Like, you know, that's a federal charge now.
Yeah. Like a lot of motherfuckers
Here's
don't
what I
realize that
say.
when you do shit at an airport, yeah.
Here's what I say. She wanted equal rights, so he gave her ass equal lefts.
Get the fuck out of here.
God damn it. Hey. Fuck you, Derek. You see that D? You fuck around and get done like old girl did.
Hey dog, like out of respect.
Hey, but we
for your
need
brother, I
Buddy.
ain't gonna call
We need Buddy
I
on
ain't
the
gonna call
Bears
you a
this year,
bitch no
though.
more.
Look,
But I respect your brother.
Duran, we need Buddy on the Bears this year because you seen when dude was trying to hold it back, he hit him with the
I know he came with the ugly swim move, right?
We need
Well,
that.
I don't know. Maybe
our
the
line
Giants
needs
need
that.
him. Maybe the Giants need him so that David won't have to pay me and his brother to lick. But look, for the last 3 years, he has paid us a bottle of privilege and a bottle of XO.
Man,
You stick with that?
At the end of the year, who wins the head-to-head matchup?
that ain't got shit to do with this conversation.
Well, she was talking about help on the O line, dog.
She said D line.
Oh, D line. Well, help.
We need
How about
we
this?
need the
Help
O
on their
line
team.
better more than the D line.
How about help on
defense
their
is
team? How about
So, like I
Yeah,
was
you
saying,
just worry about the Giants, fam.
that? He can't.
y'all worry about y'all Cowboys.
Ain't nobody, because ain't like
nobody fuck with
once the
Cowboys,
season
fam.
started, ain't nobody really gonna be watching college. Yo,
But-
okay, so look, let ask this. We got enough ladies on the line, right? Let me ask this question. Does size matter? We have a young lady who said that it doesn't matter how much money a dude make. It don't matter how good he
Play
treat
the
her.
video, fam.
If he got a little dick, She ain't
I don't have that
fucking with
video. Y'all never sent me that video.
I didn't come up. I just sent you the story. I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just.
I seen the video. I seen the video on Instagram.
Word.
It was a full video. It was pretty interesting.
Hey, you know what? Okay, do this, because we can hold that to next week. Send me the video. I download it, put it up here, and we can play it. That
okay,
way
we gonna put a pin in it to next week.
Exactly. So at this point,
well, no, not next week. Not next week. Got a funeral to go to next week.
Okay. But in 2 weeks.
But here's the thing. Now roll with this. Should a white dude be telling black men how to date and marry a black woman?
Well, Derek, you 3 shots behind, fam. Come on with it.
No. See, you don't know my brother. Him and Audrey Nunn. Now, Audrey is related to this family called the Artists. That's Booney's cousin, D.
Okay.
And I understand what D said, that the Montgomerys could drink.
Booney.
I don't know if the Montgomerys got shit on them Artists.
Oh, stop, man. First of all, come on, man.
Hey, listen.
I think they come out the womb drinking.
Man, I lost friends because my daddy was drinking. They daddies under the table. That's all I'm saying, man. We do this.
But no, I
like this. Me, Deborah, and my brother went out one night. I'm the only, we all fucked up. However, I drove. My brother went by. Deborah fucked up. Deborah spent the whole next day in bed.
That time when y'all came back from your father?
Nah, we didn't even know you then, right?
Oh, okay.
My brother disappears. He went behind a tree to throw up and came back like, what's good? We ready. That's what we do, man. We get cracked.
Anybody who's been out with me on my birthday, they be joking like, hey man, we not playing hide and seek today.
Y'all know I'm in trouble now. Y'all know I'm in trouble now because Audrey talking about excuse me, so I'm gonna have to hear this shit later. That's my sister-in-law right there. But
Audrey, girl, go ahead. Look, you and Derek, go ahead and pull up. Y'all 3 shots behind. We not gonna pay attention to what David said. Y'all grown.
Is Booney's cousin, right?
Yeah.
Well, goddamn it, I ain't kicked it with Audrey, but I've kicked it with Booney. So Audrey, excuse nothing. We're not excusing anything. I've kicked it with Booney. Okay. This the only nigga that gets lost in a group. We all in Vegas together. We like, what the fuck is Booney at, man? This nigga just started wandering off like the little kid on the field trip and shit. We like, yo, dog, and he gone. He is not. He ain't even 3 sheets to the wind. This nigga is 20 sheets to the wind. Not even 10, 3, 20. He gone before we left the hotel. He was gone.
Yeah. So at this point of the show, hey, we're gonna this is Diz hour or Diz moment of fame.
Okay,
or whatever
so
you
we
want.
gonna we check this out. I'm gonna share this with my sister Quita, right? So first, y'all can check me out on every Saturday from 8 to 10, whether it's live or replay. I'm on Simple Radio, Rhythm Flight Radio. I do my thing on the 1s and 2s. This is not a game. I'm giving you some of the best hip hop and R&B we could put our hands on. And then on Thursday nights for the grown and sexy, if you want to fall in love, if you in love, if you ain't been in love and trying to find it, I do the Rhythm Ride After Dark. We're going to give you some of the best. Like I'm talking about that throwback video soul, video vibration shit. You know what I mean? And then also too, on another line, I am the investor because we believe in nepotism around this motherfucker. So I gave my son some seed money to live his dream and open up a store, which is back. We're online, KDeez, KDEEZ .com. It's an online clothing store, but also we have a brick and mortar in Chicago up north. Check it out. Go in, support the young gunner because he does his thing. And it's a black business, and we're not about black bullshit. We all about getting better. We small now, but we gonna be large. So fuck with it. And then also my girl Quita. If you here in the Dallas area, and you don't have no reason take your ass to Miami. Because we do, look, she said butts and guts all summer, but it's the weather's appropriate here year round. So you can go check my girl Quita out with the body sculpting. She doing meal plans. We doing the damn thing around here, man. So Truth and Logic, it's a movement, man, and we growing. We doing this thing. So
hey, you know, I do have a segment in here for Quita to promote, right?
I didn't see that in your little thing, man.
Yeah, it was in there.
I'm not used to you being organized and shit.
Hey,
he said he's trying to do better, fam.
I know. I'm definitely trying to do better.
Did. You know, he did. Yo, but you know what? I'm like a woman in a bad relationship, man. I'm used to the words, but there ain't no action.
I even got a part because I want to bring Millichan on to discuss hers, you know.
I think I'm gonna have to shout Mill. I think I'm gonna have to shout Mill out because she on her way. Yo, she doing like, let me tell you, this girl doing big. She doing book signings and shit. So I'm gonna have to, because she's on the road right now.
Okay.
Dang, so, she was here last week, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna put the link up there so they can come in.
I should have called you and told you.
Yeah, why you didn't remind me? You know, I'll be all over the place.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. We gonna catch. Cause look, when she come back, she talking about going up to Houston. We can roll up to Houston.
Hey, great, because there's 2 breakfast spot or brunch spots I want to hit in Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
y'all see my nah. Go ahead. So I know we talked about the Beehive earlier. Now, disclaimer, Beehive, this is not us talking. You know, don't shut our shit down yet. So we got a pastor that got mad at Beyonce. She has a new song out called Church Girls. Let's see what the pastor got to say.
We're called to say something. Beyonce just released Sacrilege. The only thing I can account for some of this stuff is somebody done sold their soul to the devil. Now, all I can say to you is this. When you sell your soul to the devil, you get the short end of the stick. But this piece of trash that's released, and she named it Church Girl. Now, I had thought to try to read the lyrics to you, but I struggled to listen to them. It's too bad. It's too bad. It's not for public consumption. It would be a desecration if I read this. And I don't recommend it. You know, parents, I know all your little children they're all of them 3 months old, they got a cell phone. But I don't recommend that you let them listen to this. It's the worst. Am I right? It's the worst. You can't get and to sample the song of a real church lady, yes, sir, Tweaker Clark, I don't know whether she knew what she was going to do with the song or not. She knows she's not saved. I don't talk about anything that's not public. Yes, sir. Anything that's public is fair game. Yes, and I pray to God that.
Okay. So the pastor had to say what he had to say. Now, you said what?
I said he said what the fuck he said.
Yeah. Now there's another
pastor. He might need to come on here to Truth and Logic because he sound like he was 2 seconds from cussing.
Oh yeah. He definitely
wanted. This song some bullshit. He was 2 seconds from.
So now, did you all want me to pay what the other pastor said first, or we jump into this?
No, you can play. You give both
I was
sides.
about to say we can go either way.
Okay, we're gonna play with the other pastor said. We're gonna dissect both of them.
I'm about to go refresh mine.
I am so very tired of the bullshit from the pulpit. Pastor Patrick Wooten of the Upper Room Church of God and Christ wants to condemn Beyonce for the song Church Girls, saying that it's trash. Bishop, you full of shit. The church in many instances has become a bullshit facility. Who are you to say that someone has sold their soul? Bishop, if you are scripturally sound, you already understand that the soul does not belong to you. Beyonce's soul does not belong to her. And how is it that you can sell something that does not belong to you? Church girls, are you speaking of the church girls who's fucking bishops, fucking elders, fucking deacons? Are those the church girls that you're talking about? Are you talking about the church girls that want to act like they saved, sanctified, full of the Holy Ghost? They run around the church speaking in yabba dabba doos and all of that, but they don't know how to love. They don't know how to treat their fellow man. Man, come off the bullshit. And that's all that you say. When we want to talk about church girls, let's talk about the church girls.
This pastor says.
So you got one. So you got one that he went in on Beyonce, and you got the other one that talk about the bullshit from the pulpit.
I mean, that's the pastor that was talking about women sucking dick, though.
D. Let me just express something to you real quick. What everything Buddy was talking about, like you can combat all of that with scripture, because it's not your place. Like, if you want to judge, ye not. Okay, he was free of sin, cast the first stone. Like, what are we talking about, fam? Like, so if
hey David, hold on a second. Can you take that link down? That's how we was getting the clowns in here, man.
Hold on. Go ahead. I'm trying to see if I can take it down.
Okay. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so you having all of this judgment, like that, and if no sin is more than another sin, regardless of what your sin is, that could be your cussing, your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really could go down a list of stuff. It's not nobody's place. That's number one. Number two, like, I could go on and on about all of this, you know what I'm saying? But to the other pastor's point, regardless of what, like, I actually was going to reach out to a couple of pastors and have them, you know, come on, because I know several pastors. I told y'all I was an administrator at a church. I know some very well-known pastors and people who are in the music arena, specifically in Chicago. But the thing is, and here's the problem with churches, right? That message, girl, because listen, I'm trying to find the pole dance class, because I was just like, fam, like, this bitch is like, it's an art. But anyway, but when you look at the churches being ineffective, a lot of it is because of the judgment. Can't nobody go into church and be real and be who they really are if they want to heal. And, you know, and like for real do better or get some type of deliverance, because you can't be who you really are without somebody passing judgment. The most hurt people darken the doorsteps of the churches, man. If we be real honest. So I can't really be who I am, because I'm so structured. It's not realistic for somebody when you look at reality versus what just everyday standards are. That shit is unrealistic, fam. Ain't nobody going directly from home to church, and is in this day and age, like that's just not a possibility. That's why you get these pastors' kids that's out here wilding the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not speaking ill of TD Jakes, but his daughter was pregnant at fucking 14. What are we talking about? He don't shy away from that though. But as soon as a pastor make a mistake, then it's like, y'all have to understand, I'm only man, I'm only human. Absolutely you are. You can't separate yourself. You can't separate yourself from God in one instance and then on another instance go back and say, oh well, this is such and such and they live in blah 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 type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, come on, man. That's some bullshit. Straight up bullshit. And if you look at their life and how they live in their life, because you don't live in third heaven all of your life. I don't give a fuck how religious you are. You know what I'm saying? You don't live in third heaven your whole life. You might be in that while you in the pulpit, but you gonna have your needs. I know a bunch of pastors who smoke cigars. You know what I'm saying? I know a bunch of pastors who drink, and I mean, everything is about a balance like that. Come on, man. That's some bullshit. Anyway, you flip it.
Me myself personally, I've never heard the song "Church Girls." When I came onto this story about the pastor, that's the first I've heard about Church Girls, and I sent you all the link, and I haven't heard it. I got both sides of what the pastors are saying, so I'm gonna try to stay strictly down the middle. And I understand what the pastor's saying. Which church girls are you talking about? Because I've known a lot of them that's supposed to be holier than thou. I was gonna say,
go ahead and tell a lie.
But at the end of the day, they got a dick in their mouth. Like he said, which ones? The ones that's fucking the elders, the ones that's fucking the pastors, the deacons. So I got what he's saying. That's what that look that did give. But. And I'm going to listen to the song because I want to see.
But it ain't no but though. Like
no, I said I'm going to listen to the song.
This woman ain't living her life like she is. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's pastor, and she's leading this flock of people, and she's holding herself to another standard. She grew up in the damn church. The pressure of just being in the church and being a good girl.
Let's stay fair and balanced. Let me ask you this question. If somebody other than Beyonce would have made this song "Church Girls" the same exact way,
I don't give a fuck who it was.
No. I'm not saying you. Do you think she would have got flat? But because it's Beyonce, she's going to get a pass with a lot of people.
I look at it the other way. I look at it brought more attention to pastors because it is Beyonce. Beyonce ain't the first person who wrote about, it's gospel songs out here that's talking about having this type of pressure and then backsliding. But whoa, wait a minute, because I can always be forgiven.
Yeah.
She's talking about dancing, fam.
One of my favorite gospel hip hop artists is called Gospel Gangsters. And they have a song called Backslider, right? But the thing with so they want to get on Beyonce because she made the song. Okay, fine, you have an opinion. Where's the energy like when the TV show Greenleaf was out? Where's the energy? You have a show, and I love the show. There's a show, Saints and Sinners. This shit is off the chain.
But you know what, D?
It's so much
Because
fuckery
this
going
shit
on.
really happens.
It's so much fuckery going on in that show but now here's the reality of it. This is why when there's scandals in the church, people blow it up because the church will be quick to make you feel fucked up. See, let me give y'all a little learning. This is some entertainment time, right? Everybody know my mother is a minister. So when people when they tell you what the profession of the disciples was, they letting you know this for a reason. Like if you look at what a tax collector was back in the day, the tax collector was damn near a pimp, and they would set the taxes based on who you were and what they wanted from you. And you better not walk up in there owing no taxes and have a fine wife, because you can't pay these taxes. But if you let me sleep with your wife, it's gonna happen. So Jesus had two of them as his disciples. You know.
Now I'm gonna say a flag on the play, and
What?
I think you just because that's discrimination against people like me. You can't talk about the pimps like that unless you've been a pimp.
Are you sure that you was a pimp? I thought you was on the trick side of the fence.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Flag on the play, nigga. But okay, so then you had the fishermen. Now everybody keys on Jesus talking about them being, you know, I'm gonna make you. It was the reason why he said I'm gonna make you fishers of men, because fishermen, you being in the Navy, David, you know, they didn't just go out fish and come back. Sometimes they would go out fishing for days, weeks, and pull into other ports, right? And what you think they was doing when they was in the other port? Same shit.
Well,
we was
anything
doing
like I
Navy.
was when I was in the
same
Navy.
shit I heard they was doing, because at a certain point in the Navy, I got married and I wasn't doing them shits no more. But you know what I'm saying.
I know when I was in the Navy, when we pulled in the ports, I read the Bible.
We was pulling in the port. We was having Bible study. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That's
But what
the
the
trifling
other
ass
heathens
women
was
going out there
what the
doing
other
bullshit.
heathens was doing when they pulled in the port. You know what I mean? So it was the reason why they gave you their job description, right? Letting you know, like it wasn't the best people that he was pulling.
Period.
He was pulling these people for a reason, because they have value too. The church has gotten away from that, right?
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, we're here and you're there. Well, how are they supposed to get here if you don't pull them up? You know what I'm saying? So if you have a problem with what Beyonce did with that song, that's cool, but blasting Beyonce is not the way to go about it.
Right.
And here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. First of all, that's very old school teaching. It's a very, very.
Exactly.
If you gonna succeed now with the church, you have to be forward thinking. You know what I'm saying? You got to evolve with the word if that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I want to know where this pastor was when John Gray came out with his stuff.
I don't know.
Okay, because I was a man of God having several affairs.
Like motherfucking crickets, right?
like several affairs while you are responsible for souls in your church, where Beyonce just making music.
Check this out here, and I tell people this all the time. And you know, I love my frat. Protect my frat is what it is. But like when people came out and they talk about Martin Luther King with the tapes and all this other stuff.
With a white chick though, fam.
Hey man, I mean, sometimes you gotta let them know I can have your bitch too. You know what I'm saying? But
well, I got a white bitch named Becky in my garage. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the reality. I used to tell people about pastors. Period.
Yeah.
What makes you think that I can hold the attention of hundreds of and thousands, and in Martin Luther King's hundreds of thousands of people? What makes you think I can hold their attention and I can't talk some girl out her dress?
Right.
If someone is that dope of an orator, then their mouth game is off the chain.
Period.
Pimps are so close to being pastors, and pimps are so closely related They don't
Nigga,
even.
facts.
People don't even understand
I know some pimps who got churches in Chicago right now and call themselves pastors.
Well, everybody.
I don't have a church. I don't have a church.
That's why she wasn't talking about you.
So okay, somebody left a comment. We got
ain't nothing wrong with the silent part. Go ahead.
So
silent part of your
so
phone, nigga. Don't try to ignore me.
You said what?
The silent part of your phone, nigga. Don't try to ignore me.
That wasn't me.
Motherfucker with his phone on silent.
That wasn't me. That was Quita. No, that wasn't me. That was Quita
again.
That was Quita.
Oh my God, y'all Android users killing me, yo.
You know what? Hey, she got to make sure that she got the phone on just in case she need to snatch a nigga soul or something out. She just trying to make sure she ready.
I ain't got no.
The purple joints in the hair.
Listen, so I'm willing to do a social experiment. I am accepting applications. If you would like to apply, please.
Hit you with the
on that note, let's go switch gears. Let's go. So we done kind of so we done okay. So this video that I'm about to play is a little long. It's about 5 minutes. It's three different stories. So go and check it out, and we're gonna get y'all opinion on it.
Why you want to record me?
Because your entire staff has been calling me sir.
Okay. You want to park?
Why don't you tell me what we can do now?
No, because I can do the same thing with you.
Okay, but your entire staff has been calling me sir the entire time.
Okay.
What about me looks like a sir right now?
Look, I'm sorry, and I apologize for what happened. Okay, if they did that, or I'm sorry. What else can I tell you? Now, what else can I tell you?
What?
If you're can we please move to the side?
If I'm a what?
Can you please move to the side?
If I'm a what?
If they call you a sir, I don't know what they did that.
Because they saw the name on my credit card, and they were not being nice people.
Well, they saw your name on the credit card. What do you want? What do you want them to tell you?
That has nothing to do with it. There could be someone in the back that they don't see that's paying.
Okay, ma'am.
So why would they intentionally do that? Can you tell me what your location has done to be trans competent?
Look, okay, like I tell you, we don't discriminate anybody in here. Okay, I'm so sorry if you feel discriminated.
No. It's not that I feel, it's that I was discriminated against. I would like you to promise me that you will stop treating trans people this way.
How I'm treating you? I'm treating you bad? And I'm doing
your staff.
Your name on the credit card is a feminine name?
No.
Exactly. They're not discriminating you.
Yes,
no,
they are. Because someone else could be paying.
My sexuality, whatever it is, and I feel confident of who I am.
I'm not talking about sexuality.
That's what you're just telling me.
You don't even know what we're talking about. So how can you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about? We're talking about gender identity. You're talking about sexuality.
Okay, to me, I'm a male. Okay?
Okay.
So, what are you? So I can call you a sir or ma'am. What are you?
What would you assume looking at me?
What are you?
What would you assume looking at me?
I assume that you're a man. Okay? Okay?
Passability equals my safety. The more passable I am as a cisgender woman, the less likely I am to experience discrimination. It doesn't matter how I show up. I am a woman.
It's like every single day, you guys, and this is what I complain about all the time. Look, what's his name? What's your name?
I'm gonna cut it. I cut it off. So
thank you.
They all three are pretty much the same. Go ahead. I'll get mine at the end.
Quita, you want this first, or what we doing?
Fam. Let me first say that this shit's so fucking confusing. this him, her, them, they. You know, she. Some people prefer I'm full trans, but call me him. I'm full stud, but call me her. What the fuck you want me to do, fam? Like, and how you mad at me because I don't know, because there's y'all got 17 letters of the alphabet. Like,
ain't but 26 of them bitches. Y'all got 17.
So how do you expect for me to be now? Because again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but if you prefer this and this one prefers to be called that, how the fuck do I know about you specifically? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, and then this shit so confusing at the end of the day. Like, gee, you tell me what you would like to be called, and I respect that. But don't just come off expecting for me to know what the fuck you want to be called. Like, that shit crazy to me. My problem with trans, right, is I don't have a problem with what you choose to do, how you choose to live your life, what your preference is. I don't have a problem with any of that. My problem is you try to push on me what you want me to, what you want me to expect from you, but this person has a different expectation. Like, that shit too confusing. Y'all need to get together and figure out what y'all gonna do, and then come back to us and figure. You know what I'm saying? Like that at this point, that's just what it is, man. I worked at Victoria's Secret, and it was a dude who he said he was completely straight, but he loved our underwear. I don't, you know, he loved our underwear. My man loved our underwear.
So he was like, what was dude's name with the FBI that wore women underwear?
J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah, he's like J. Edgar Hoover.
He loved our underwear. We've had people who came in, and because obviously you have to be sensitive to what they identify with, but at the same time, if you are a male, you cannot come into the same fitting room with women. So we would have to open another fitting room for you to try on. Like, that shit makes me want to, you know, if I was a dude, I would lay back on the couch, put my hands down my pants, drink a beer, and turn on the fucking game, fam. Because, like, what the fuck?
But here's a question that I got. So we know trans go both ways. Why in the United States, or maybe throughout the world, why are we worried about the men that's turning into women, but the women that want to be men, nobody ever say shit about?
You don't get no drama from the women. It's the men who fucking catty, and you're going to accept me, and you're going to address me, and you're going to, but the women is just like they is what they is.
And I had a YouTuber ask a question. They are dressing up on what they perceive a woman is. But you could line up 10 different women and find 10 different identities. Not identities, but 10 different makeups. But if you line up 10 different trans, most of them look the same.
Look here, man.
Yeah, because I'm a rock 7 out of the 10 of those. What you talking about? Me personally, depending on the day.
But look here, yo. First of all, he got the right one, because you're not finna intimidate me. You're not finna back me into a corner. When he asked that motherfucker, what would you assume I was? Looking at me, I'd be like, I assume that you was an ugly man or a woman. Secondly, you just look like a man with a fucking wig on. Like, right. And thirdly, you said yourself, you gave these motherfuckers an ID with a man's name on it. Well, what if I had somebody in the back that you couldn't see? So if I can't see them and it's not you, then you want me to naturally assume that perhaps you stole this credit card?
Exactly.
So
see, no, I'm going like why you coming at me with all this smoke? I'm giving it right back to you. Man, look, get your food and get the fuck out of here with that.
But D, go back even further, fam. So you at Sonic, G. You ordered your Sonic from the car. Motherfuckers, you ain't pull up to no drive-through window. They don't even see you, fam.
You right, because Sonic is the old school drive-up joint,
Yep.
right?
Yep. I ain't even think about that
So
part.
they need.
So you making all of this bullshit. You coming up with all of this bullshit.
Take a drink. Take a drink.
So, in other words, if I see a name Robert, I'm just supposed to assume I'm supposed to try to guess what sex Robert is.
If you that went down to me. Okay. So look, if I see a name, if you want me to call you a woman's name, then maybe you need to change your shit from Robert to Roberta.
But you can't. But you can't, fam. You can't.
Exactly.
You get your name legally changed. It's gonna cost some money.
It's gonna cost some money. But look, check this out here. Like when we was working and they tried to pull that shit at the jail. Like, oh, they want to be called her and Miss and this, that. Look, your name is David on this. Well, don't let me use David. Your name is Jeff on this motherfucking ID, right? I'm okay. So and then they was like, well, if you don't call them her or she or Miss,
okay, then call them inmate 456.
Exactly.
Hold on. You've been away from the jail a while. You can't even call them motherfuckers inmate no more because they don't file a lawsuit. You got to call them IIC, which stands for individual in custody.
What? Yeah. You know what? It's good. I'm gone.
I feel like there's a lawsuit for me somewhere. Like I need to be rich off of some bullshit. Like I'm about to specifically go look for some shit that I need to be rich off of.
You know what? I identify.
How do niggas that's locked up got more rights than niggas that's free?
Man,
wait, I want to address one more thing that was said in that video because he said something to the effects of I have to be identified as cis something.
Cis
right?
woman.
Okay. I don't know if y'all are aware of this, right? But a couple months ago, they tried to pass in Congress a law that said that a biological woman, myself, would have to be referred to. I would have to start identifying myself literally as cis something. I can't remember exactly what it was. And I said, see, now this is where I start getting pissed off. Y'all do whatever fuck y'all want to do. But I should not have to change my identity based off of what y'all got going on, fam. Like, I'm not about to go through this whole, I'm a woman. I was born with fallopian tubes, ovaries, a uterus, and all of that shit. And so that's what the fuck I am. That's how I identify. That's just what that is. I'm not going to change what I'm being called to make somebody else comfortable. That's like me saying, as Black people, right? You can't call me Black. I prefer to be a melanated, blah, 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 such and such. And if you call me Black, it's gonna be a lawsuit. Like that shit don't even make sense.
That lawsuit ain't going nowhere because in them people's minds, you just plain old nigga.
Right, because I can still call you nigga.
You know what's so funny, Quita? It was a while back when we were doing when we first started the show. I made a joke saying that it's pretty soon it's gonna be somebody that sue or make a big uproar because you decline to date or mess with a transgender. Sure enough, genuine, when he was on stage and that transgender wanted to kiss him and he said no, he caught a lot of shit for that.
Man, I wish you would be a dude with a wig on, try to put your lips on me. You might be.
Man, the motherfucker get his
call
ass
it what you want to. Nigga, don't come up and try to kiss me.
Because and here's my thing. If you are living that lifestyle, you know what the boundaries are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's like me being Black. Better yet, one of y'all, a Black male. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see some police, y'all strapped. Hey, fam. And think it's going to end smooth.
No, it really won't.
Right, but you know that the expectation is, I know as a black man, I can't walk up to a police with a open, with a pistol in my hand, and I'm calling at the police like, "Yo, hey," because they're gonna see the firearm and they're gonna feel threatened.
Right.
So if you know what your role is,
claim they was threatened with a nigga on his knees with his hands behind his head and shot the nigga anyway.
Right. But that's my thing. That's my point. When you live that type of lifestyle, you understand the things that can and can't possibly happen. You understand that some people are not okay with being approached, or you know what I'm saying? Like if you say, "Oh, Bill, you cute," and they just like, "Hey, fam, I'm not on that." You know what I'm saying? Like you know who you can and can't test. So if you continue to live, you know what I'm saying? Like because then you're infringing what you perceive onto somebody else. That's my problem.
I remember working the PC tier one time, and it was a bunch of transgenders or whatever, and they used to have a blouse, not they blouse, but they jumpsuit damn near down. And I told the motherfuckers, look,
counted a blouse.
Man, look, because I'm confused.
You said they had a little bit of titty meat?
Nah, these motherfuckers had big titties.
These
motherfuckers,
they had part of the surgery done and not all. Look, you see some motherfuckers. Look, let me tell you something. For all y'all dating these jailbirds, them niggas either borderline or all the way gay. Okay? Because these cats be talking the hardest shit. Let a transgender motherfucker come in there. You see motherfuckers doing push-ups you ain't seen do a push-up.
Man,
you see motherfuckers walking around with their shirt off that you ain't never seen uncovered. Like everybody trying to get the attention of this transgender motherfucker.
That leads me to two stories. So the first one, I told them guys straight up, and this back when we was able to lock them up for doing fuck shit. Now you can't do that. And I told them, look, if I see, I guess
don't worry about that. I mean, we just don't worry about that.
But I told them straight up, if I see any man titties, I'm shutting this shit down. Y'all locked up for the fucking day. All them motherfuckers zip they shit up. Cool. I look at female titties all day, every day. But if I see any man titties, that's it.
That's discrimination.
But you know what? But see, check this. Well, hey, I discriminate. But let me tell you. See, this is how you test them, and you let them know who they fucking with, right?
Hey man, we about to talk about this because this is one client. I just put it on silent though. But this is one client. I really want to touch on this because I got a message for women. But go ahead, my bad.
Okay, so motherfucker, I told them straight up. Look, they was like, well, Montgomery, you got to refer to them as women because that's what they want to do. I said, I work in a male institution.
Mm-hmm.
I said the women's division is Division 4. I don't work in Division 4. If you insist that these are women, how's their asses over there?
Here, like the dude who got them, who they did put in there, and he got them women pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 motherfuckers got pregnant by a dude that claimed that he was gay and a woman and a transgender.
So
we living in a fucked up world because and you know what, and I ain't gonna put all the blame, but I'm gonna put a partial of the blame on women because you had a lot of women, and it's not all women, but you had a lot of women fighting for transgenders and gay rights and stuff like that. But now we have
white motherfuckers that's fighting. That's the reason.
I'm just saying women, period, because you got a lot of black women that got gay friends.
I agree.
So, but the reason I say that, but now look at women's sports. Now that these transgenders are infiltrating women's sports, now is a fucking issue. Now is an issue. But
was you slapping David? What was we doing?
I was, man.
Why? Just like what's that guy? He became popular. I can't remember his name, but he was a piece of shit when it came to men swimming. Now all of a sudden, I'm a transgender. Now he's winning all kind of swim meets.
As you should, because naturally, you are 30-something% more muscular than women. You have more testosterone than women, which makes you stronger
Transgender
than
males should
women.
never be allowed to play a women's sport ever.
Period.
No, they shouldn't. If you feel
Because
like you can't
genetically,
compete
you
against
have the upper
men,
hand.
what they should do, come out with a transgender sports. It probably won't go anywhere because ain't nobody gonna support it. But if that's what you want to
No,
do,
but people will support it. And to my point, the reason why all of this shit is getting passed the way that it's being passed, because we're gonna talk about this too, since we opening this door. A lot of this transgender, these openly, trans, whatever, again, like we said, is typically men, right? Because I mean, if you look at the societal thing, you see more Black men that are dressed in trans, where you have white men who have been down low for years. They just don't put their business in the street. But most of these people are politicians. You know what I'm saying? They have very high statuses, things like that. So when you have people who are in those positions of power, absolutely, yes, they're going to push those agendas because that's what is relatable to them. So it's not just the Black women, it is all of this other power that is behind these people. Because if that was the case, I mean, Black women been fighting for certain rights for so many years.
No. I'm not saying. Well, one, I didn't say Black women. I say women. I didn't say just Black women. Okay. But when I was saying women, because with a lot of stuff that women was trying to push for themselves, I'm thinking, and it's just my belief, I'm thinking they figure if we could get the trans woman or whatever you want to call them, if we could get them involved, that's more numbers and it's power in numbers. They just never thought, I'm just saying, that's what I think. They just never thought that now the transgenders will go a step farther and lead them in the background.
I 100% disagree with that.
Okay.
I 100% disagree with that. I feel like the agenda that's being pushed is, I don't think it has anything to do with just women. The agenda that's being pushed is women are like, oh yeah, because women, we talked about this prior to, are more emotional. We are more vulnerable. I understand your side of the story. And so when you come and you bring all of this, then yes, I don't want, except for when, white women come into slavery, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But when you come to all of that, then then we can partner and blah, blah, blah. And you get what you want. And, we start pushing what we want, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think it has anything to do with, y'all gonna be on our side. It's a business relationship.
Well, that's still kind of been on each other's side. Even the way you explained it, it's still being we helping each other out.
But at the same time, see what you're missing is all of these white men, especially, who are 100% homosexual. Especially
you got a bunch of them. What was the politician that got caught at the bathroom tapping his toe? The one that got caught with the gay guy. Like, I can't even, I won't even, I barely walk when I go to the bathroom now because I want a motherfucker to assume I'm gay.
Get fucked up. I'm just trying to come.
And even like even the parks. I found this out through my when my brother used to work for the park district and this other guy that did a part-time there. Depending on how you park your car in a park will let them know if you're gay and which way you take it.
No, it's check this out. No, it's little shit. Listen, because somebody put me on game. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Black men, if you are ever in a situation,
y'all making my head hurt with this shit.
If you are ever in a situation and there's another man who's like, hey, you have an eyelash, and they try to take it and blow it out of your eye.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
I ain't never heard about that. But one, I don't need you to touch me. I can get my own shit.
I'm black, this ain't. But you know what? I've never had nobody come to me like that, so they understand. Now David, on the other hand, he got motherfuckers blowing shit off.
you about 6'4", 260. Look like you bench press cars, motherfucker. Ain't they gotta motherfucker walk up to you. They gotta be for sure because they know they get their ass whooped. You know,
better
they had to
you
do
better
it.
be careful, 'cause the wrong question will have you waking up at the hospital.
But no, they said at the park, like if you back your car in, that means you take it or whatever. But if you pull in, I mean you giving.
So that's why somebody told me they saw you bagging in the parking space, nigga.
Nah, motherfucker. I parallel park. I ain't doing either one. Hey, like nigga, you across three lines.
You parallel park. You go either way.
You taking and giving. That's what that sounds like.
Man, fuck both. You know what? Y'all can hear him, y'all can't see that motherfucking head. Delon, they ain't Delon. I heard about this shit in Chicago. Now I don't know. I know they said a lot of gays in Atlanta, but I heard about this shit in Chicago at the Park Forest. So I don't know, but okay, go to the last video that I got for the night, and this is about a professor and a politician discussing the same damn issue.
Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh, so your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing that.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide. So I think it's important
because of my line of questioning? So we can't talk about it?
Because denying that trans people exist and pretending not to know that they exist.
I'm denying that trans people exist by asking you if you're talking about women having pregnancies?
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So
pregnant.
you're denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you?
Absolutely.
Or are they also treated like this? Where
No,
they're told
allowed
that
to
they're
question.
opening up people to violence?
We have a good
by
time in my
questioning.
class. You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow, I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot just in this exchange.
Absolutely.
Extraordinary.
Yep.
Let me just say this. Let me say this, right? I don't even like dudes. I cannot stand Senator Hawley. This bitch just made me.
She was looking for a fight.
Looking for it. Hell no, you can't. Look, me saying that a man cannot be pregnant is not denying that a transsexual exists. It is genetically impossible for a fucking man to have a baby. You can impregnate a man artificially, but where's the baby coming out of?
So here's what they've been doing, right? So they've been using trans. I don't even know what to say. Women who are now men.
I agree.
To get pregnant, and now they're saying that men can get pregnant, but you have to look at things from a biological standpoint at this point. Your genetic makeup is what were you born, unless you were a hermaphrodite.
There you go.
Were you born with both organs? You know what I'm saying? So unless you're a hermaphrodite, then it's not a question as to what can a man or a woman get pregnant. Whatever you identify with is completely different from what you are from a biological standpoint. Now, what you would prefer to be called, or whatever the case may be, what's on your birth certificate?
But they trying to pass laws now that's saying that at birth you cannot choose the what do they call it? Not choose, but there's another word. You can't choose which sex that you want the child to be.
Elect the gender.
Right. You can't elect the gender at birth.
That's some of the dumbest shit ever. I mean, like she
Because
was saying,
your gender is based off of
hermaphrodite
some
and you're born
your
with
biology.
Yo, if you have a dick, I'm calling you a dude, and if you don't, I'm calling you a chick. I mean, this is not hard. Why? Look, until recently, when people started fucking with nature, no man has ever given birth, ever even been pregnant. That is what makes women so special, because they are the givers of life. And
It's
why
videos.
It's so rudimentary.
It's some videos that I saw, and the only reason I didn't put them up here is because they're too long. But you have groups out here, they're coaching kids on being transgender. It's one kid that his mother coached him so hard to the point to where he thought he was a female, but then when he got to school, he didn't want to be a female anymore.
I'm about to piss y'all off.
What?
Come on,
She didn't say shit. She pissing us off.
Got y'all ready for it?
Yeah.
What up?
Amen. Gabrielle Union, Dwayne Wade.
I just saw this. I know where you're going.
Bam.
So, motherfucker don't even know what they want to wear in the morning. Don't know what they want to eat for breakfast. Don't know if they like broccoli or not. But we can make the decision on how we want to, what we want at this age. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was raised with all boys. When I started growing titties, I hated this shit. I was like, hide these motherfuckers. I don't feel comfortable. I'm not okay. You know, all of that. You go through that awkward stage. I hate it. Let's not just I finally embrace these, okay? Okay.
I bet you them little boys growing up with you didn't hate them.
Exactly. But that's a part of why I hated them. You know what I'm saying? Because then it set me apart from everybody else. I mean, I got 17 male cousins within 3 years. I mean, I literally was the only girl. So everything that I had to go through, it got to the point where I was just I felt like I was discriminated against. I used to love playing football. I started developing. My brother was like, "Fuck that! You're not playing football with us. Take your ass in the house." And I'm like, I don't have a clue. You know what I'm saying? So
because I've been tackling the shit out you.
Yeah, you know, motherfucker.
You ain't had the ball. I'd be like,
motherfucker tackling you. You done got a handful of titties and all kind of shit. You already know.
Exactly.
So your brother was doing right. Your brother was doing right.
I understand what he was protecting me.
You understand it now. I know.
And my lack of, really understanding it, and then being the only girl, like I didn't have a mother. Y'all got, understand that. I didn't have a mother. So I'm trying to deal with these changes in my body, and I'm looking different than everybody else. Now I can't go over here. I can't, the boys are doing this, so you can't go with them. And I'm like, I've been doing this my whole life. I don't have no other girls to hang out with, so then it's one of those where like I don't want this. You know what I'm saying? Like the chicks didn't like me because they either like my brothers or my cousins. You know what I'm saying? And like, so of course with them, my brothers and my cousins, all of their friends are like family to me. So they don't like me because I'm hanging out with them and I'm not getting smashed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a respect factor. We not crossing that line, but because they want the type of attention. I don't want to say that I got.
That just show you that they were stupid. Because if you smart and this is my cousin or my sister, then you cool with me, so that you can get in good with me.
Oh no, they attempted, fam. Like it was.
So they just proved that they not that the chicks wasn't smart. They hating on you because of your brothers and your cousins. They wasn't smart.
Right. And so instead of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was always this thing. So, I always felt separated and all of that. So again, this ain't what I asked for. It took me a long time to become comfortable with my body because my dad from Mississippi. This shit wasn't talked about. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, this is what happens to you, and you just kind of, you just kind of have to roll with it. I mean, Dwayne Wade's son could have just been like, man, I like titties, not I want titties. And y'all like, okay, let's go get you some titties. Like, you go through
That whole
many
Dwayne Wade
emotions.
situation to me, I can't.
I know his wife. She's my best friend's family, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Gabby?
No, you talking about his first wife? Oh, Gabby.
No. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, no.
She's first cousins with my best friend, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Public forum.
Let's make this make sense, right?
It don't. It ain't.
So, if you, just say you and your child's father, when your child was young, and y'all was fighting over custody, and your child say, "Well, I want to live with mommy." The court say, "No, we are the ones that's going to make this decision," right?
Okay.
Because the child is not mentally capable of making that decision.
Okay. Right.
Now, same child, same age, say, you know what? I feel like I want to be a girl.
Right.
But so you telling me they got the mental capacity to want to change their sex, but they don't have the mental capacity on which parent they want to fucking live with.
To my point, David, to my point, I want to be a girl could mean I really like boobs. Now you as at that age may not understand that you liking boobs does not mean that you want to be a girl. Like, you're just attracted to them. You gonna grow up to be a titty man. We don't know that yet.
Hello.
So until you get to the age where you actually have a preference, like legitimately have a preference, like if and this is a biological fact, prefrontal I'm tipsy and can't even get the words out, but the part of your brain is
around drinking with your son earlier. No.
First of all, I was drinking with you niggas, so fuck you. Where my people? Derek, where you at, Derek? Come on, man. But if that part of the brain is not developed until 25 and 26 years old, so they're saying that you don't really understand the act.
Hold on, we got the resident nerd in here. She prefrontal cortex.
Is that
no,
that's Sam.
Prefrontal cortex. You know what I'm talking about. So until you are 25, 26 years old.
What the fuck is B?
I'll tell you what her first name is. I'll tell you off the show.
Oh.
Unless she want to tell you.
She ain't never. I mean, since I left Chicago, we was cool. She ain't reached out to me. Hey, dog, what's up? I thought about you. Nothing. So nah.
You hit me up when I was sick. She would hit me up and check on me. Now she treat me like I'm a side bitch or something.
Okay, well, there it is.
Both of y'all in y'all feelings. All right, but
right.
Fuck you. I got Quita now. Fuck you. She don't check on me.
But no, so if it's not developed enough to really understand the consequences, fully understand the consequences of your decisions, then how y'all gonna let a 11, 12, 13-year-old make that type of decision?
Shit, some cases.
11, 12, 13. What about the 5 or 6? It got to make sense. You can't tell me it's like this now, but when
I got you,
it's the same all across the board.
Of course.
Hold on, wait. Let me address this. You see, Sam. Now, every female that come on the show, she just be friending the shit out of them and shit. Like, and they be clicking like they girls. They known each other forever. Talking about, hey, I got you. You ain't got shit, Kuda.
Well, clearly I do. And clearly you hate me. See, now this that light skin shit. I be trying to stay away from this light skin, dark skin shit.
No, hold on.
D shit froze. He talking about hold up, nice shit done froze.
That's why I'm not fucking
Your
with
shit
T-Mobile on
froze.
the internet.
Your shit was
No,
froze.
me and Queen the only ones moving, nigga. You the only one that froze.
Y'all froze and then my shit froze. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you shit right, man.
That's you.
But look,
Nigga, you can't be going to chicken and waffle with Wi-Fi.
You tried to get at me last week,
Shit I
fam.
got. My shit worked fine. Your shit the one controlling the show. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, hold on, D. Hold on, D. Hold on. Quita, yes, I did come at you last week. God damn it, we've known each other for over 5 minutes. We family now. God damn it,
I'm not tripping.
The rules don't no longer apply.
Quita, you don't want to fuck with Dorsey. She gonna befriend you this week. She ain't gonna know you next week. Stay right here with me, fam. We good.
Everybody like her.
She a lie.
Right.
She a lie. I can
Well, the
name
right
5
people
people.
like her.
I can name 5 people without even thinking how I don't like her.
Well, the right people like her.
Ain't that
You don't even know her. You don't really like her. You just like her
cool.
because
I mean,
she
I'm
vibe
just
with you
saying.
right there in the comment and shit.
It's cool.
She about I'm gonna describe her. She about 6'12".
She got a wingspan like Kevin Durant.
Right.
You know what I mean?
She
So y'all mad because she whipped your ass in basketball?
Never
Bullshit.
that. Never that.
Now, she done blocked a couple shots. I'm like, no. Hey, but look here.
We let her come on the show a couple times. I mean, you know,
she done came on a couple times.
I mean, we did a community service event, and we let and she came on the show because she was one of the subject matters and shit.
So I was trying to get Mills to come on to the show so she could talk
She's
about
traveling right now. She hit me up. She's like she traveling right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she sent me this. Why ain't it showing? Okay, you know what?
Because you fucking up.
No.
You know, we
I know why.
You
I
would
know
know
why.
that it wasn't showing unless you said it though.
Be quiet.
Yeah, there you go.
Be
Nigga,
quiet.
get out the way.
Hold on.
Oh my God, this nigga.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Hold on. You know what? I know what I did wrong. So
Put Quita back in the middle.
I know what I did wrong. So I do apologize, but I will have it straightened next time.
Okay. So let me shout it out real quick. So
Go
that's the name of her book is Rose in the Wind. It's a dope short story. I mean, for those of you non-reading types, it ain't gonna kill you. It's about 50 pages long, 5 chapters, but I mean it's dope. It's dope reading. She's a Black author. She's a friend of the show. She's been rocking with us since day one. So by all means, we're gonna get that back to. We're gonna get that love and that energy back to her. It's our first one of. She has a 3-book series coming. It's a Rose series, so she has 2 more following this, and then a full novel, kind of like putting everything together. I'm kind of helping her with that. I'm not. I don't even want to say I'm helping her with that, but we bounce a lot of ideas off each other, right? So I mean, it's a dope book. If you don't have it, get it. It's available on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and one other outlet that I forget. So she might have to drop a link or something like that. But I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm proud of the girl because, like I said, she's been following us for 6 years, and to watch this glow up is everything. You know what I mean? So she's been rocking with me since day one. So, like I said, the glow up is everything.
That's what's up. And I realized what I did wrong. I put it in the wrong spot, so it was trying to come up as a background. So that's my bad. You know, like I said, I'm a retired.
Players fuck up too, and then there's David.
Fuck you.
It's on and popping. I'm always gonna get you before you get yo. Unless you come in the door swinging, I'm getting you, boy.
Whatever. So also don't forget the you know what? Hold on. Before we get to that, since Deron tried to steal a shine earlier, Quita, the floor is on you.
Oh man, dang! Like I wasn't prepared for all this, fam. Okay, look.
So didn't none of y'all read the shit that I sent you all?
First of all, you sent it 15 minutes before the show started, man. What you want me to do? Okay, what you want me to do? No, okay, so
nigga.
all right, so listen, y'all. I'm a certified herbalist. I was healed holistically. So one of my passions is to help people live a healthier lifestyle without all of the processed and the synthetic stuff that we're putting into our bodies, which led to the spa that I opened. A part of that was to empower women, not just women, obviously, now men as well, natural to get back. That's right, goddammit. To get back to a place where you are comfortable with in your own skin, whatever size that is.
If it works on the looks, try some on Deron's face.
Hey man, listen, hey man, you about to quit coming at my boy though, David. You know, I just met you, fam. Like this ain't what you want. We cool and all, but that's my guy.
Break a nail for me, boy. Don't
man, all of them, family go down.
We 1,000 miles away. I'm not scared right now.
If you a plane flight, you 2 hours on the plane, fam. What you talking about? With that being said, and that's kind of what I was alluding to. Why D was kind of he was trying to be funny with my phone blowing up. So I have a client, ladies. Let me tell you. And I joke a lot and all of that, but in all seriousness, y'all gotta be careful. Y'all gotta take care of yourself. Y'all gotta be careful. See, a lot of people think that when you're talking about just the womb and niggas like to call it their little pleasure box, fam. It's not your pleasure box. This is literally where our life source comes from. So I have a lady, and the person who was calling me, she had issues with her pH for 5 years. Literally told me that after 2 hours she smells herself. Okay, like I put together something for her, and she's not having that issue no more. So she ordered a bunch of other stuff for me to help to maintain. But, again, telling her that you once you get your levels, you good. So y'all got to be careful, like who y'all are dealing with. Niggas who fucking a bunch of chicks, they carry yeast infections. You know what I'm saying? Your pH balance is off because who they fucking with. You letting them, shoot the club up. Stop doing that shit, man. Like that shit is this. Y'all laughing, but it's fucking serious.
It's just me laughing.
Literally,
you can't be letting everybody shoot the club up.
They can't be letting because it literally leads to cysts. Cysts can lead to ovaries. Black women have the highest amount of fibroids. A lot of that comes from the lye that was in perms that we put in our hair. Like, so I joke about, the tightening wand and all of that shit. But at the end of the day, like Black women, especially, our health starts in our womb. That's where all of our blood passes through. So the toxins that we're intaking, just environmental toxins, we're not getting rid of fast enough. Y'all got to handle that shit if you want to be healthy and stay healthy for your kids, because cancer is real. Cervical cancer is real. Black women have the highest percentage of cervical cancer that leads from other, all of the other things that I kind of spoke about. But like dead ass, man, y'all got to get that shit together.
So I agree with you.
And not because David gonna tell you smell like fish, fam. Like just you smell.
Damn. Whenever
I feel like it'd be you. It would be you that said that.
No, what's so funny? When I went to Elmhurst,
they smell like fish.
When I went to Elmhurst College, it was this white boy. And he said he always went down on a woman. No matter what. He said this woman smells so bad. But he said he gonna still go down on women. And when he went down there, he ended up throwing up. So that just lets you know what type of guys that's out here.
No, they don't. And then that's the other thing, because females literally be like, "Well, I can at least let him eat me out." No, nigga, your tongue is one of the dirtiest parts of your mouth.
Of your body.
I mean, or of your body. Like, you can't do that shit either. Your mouth is the one of the dirtiest. It carries the most bacteria. You know, all of that. Like, y'all heard what old boy said about Meg Thee Stallion this past weekend? Was it Tiger?
What happened?
Huh? He said he was feeling her. They was feeling each other. You know, she was twerking and all this other stuff. He was like, man, like, everybody says she a stallion. She tall, she thick, got a nice body. He was like, but the more she twerked, the more the air wasn't smelling right. And I bullshit you not. If I find this article again, I'm gonna send it to you because it quoted him. And he was just like, man, I was on some, I'm gonna take her home or see if she owned that. He was like, but I couldn't because of her scent. Like, that shit is very fucking real.
I thought you was gonna say her dick fell out again.
Whoa, this dude.
And whatever, Queer.
No,
but the reason I say that, I mean, I know we debunked the story about
just
her.
Because a woman taller than you, David, don't mean she a dude.
No. What is a stallion?
A male horse. You're right.
That's why I kept calling her Meg the male horse.
You're right.
All these females call themselves stallions.
Words matter. First of all, let me get on Sam real quick. I rep Chicago on my back.
Yeah.
I don't fuck where I am. You know what I'm saying? It's Chicago Bears all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And the Bears is gonna come down here and show the Cowboys who the real American team is.
See, V, we was cool
until she started talking that dumb shit.
We was cool.
Wait. That's how me and Quita became friends. She saw me rocking the hometown.
What? No.
Well, you know, you saw that good looking nigga walking through the office. You was like, yo, who is that? Right.
She tapped Ron. She said, who's that nigga?
But she saw me with this.
So listen, I seen the nigga that came in every week on Sunday wearing Bears
with the Bears gear on.
So I'm like, hey, you from Chicago?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Because it's niggas walking around there it's dudes walking around there wear more Chicago shit and they not from Chicago.
Did you call them communists?
No, them niggas is from Indiana, fam.
They from Indiana. They from here. A lot of them though, I thank them though, because they be rocking Jordans, and I be like, you know, that's Nike stock right there. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Hey, and check this out, people. If you wasn't born in Chicago, you are not from Chicago. That a motherfucker all the way that in the Navy, he grew up in Joliet. He was born in Joliet. And he always repping Chicago. I'm from Chi-Town. No, Negro, that is not.
Yeah, I had that all the time. Dude be like, man, I'm from Chicago. I'll be like, where you from? Schaumburg. No, dog. No, stop.
So here's the thing with that, right? Because this is what I found being outside of Chicago. Any other major city, if you are in that area, Metroplex down here, you know, they call it the FW Metroplex. So it ain't like you're from Dallas, you from Fort Worth. Everything is like it's like Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Everywhere else except for Chicago, no matter what, it's, you know, you from whatever that metro
that major city is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that shit. Well, put it like this. Real dudes from the city of Chicago don't do that shit.
Right, because you say you had
to
represent the 606.
They'll do that shit. Like I ain't I tell them, like, and look, I even do that here. Like people be like, oh, you live in Dallas? I be like, oh no, like when I was living in Cedar Hill, I live in Cedar Hill. They be like, oh, it's right outside
Dallas.
That's Dallas.
That's South Dallas.
Like, you know, they be like, oh, I be like, no, I live in Las Colinas. They be like, oh, that's like right outside
that's
Dallas.
North Dallas.
Like, okay, whatever. Because it's not Dallas. Like when I'm from Chicago. When I was living there, I didn't tell people I lived in Chicago. When I moved to Crete, I didn't say I'm from Chicago. I live out in Crete. They'd be like, where's that at? Suburb of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real.
But you have motherfuckers that live in Hammond talking about, oh, I'm from Chicago. Nigga, that's not even the same state.
The only motherfucker from Indiana that claim Indiana is niggas from Gary.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? 1000%.
Exactly. Man. So y'all got anything
Look.
else y'all want to talk about before we
Well,
go?
I just want to give roses and flowers what they do, right? So for the last 2 weeks, man, Quita came on here and showed her ass,
yeah,
and showed her opinions, shared her opinions and what have you. And in 2 weeks, you become somewhat of a fan fucking favorite, man. You know, motherfuckers asking like, yo, is she on here for good, or what is she doing? Blah blah blah. And I'm just like, yo, I'm like she here till she not. You know what I'm saying? The door's open. You know, so I just want to let you know that, yo, people feeling you. They rocking with you. They fucking with you.
Yeah, you said I showed my ass, but you know, only got booty on the bottom, fam.
And you see, she ain't wear her nerd glasses today.
I don't have on my. Y'all didn't even see that the girl went and bleached her hair and changed.
You didn't see me when
commented on it.
You didn't see? Yeah, I told you. I said, oh, we rocking the purple.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I see you.
I
see you with the purple. I see you with the purple rain. Old the Prince up in this bitch.
Yeah, absolutely. Got it.
Diane said she like Quita. She all good.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all bought a fresh perspective. You know, but the thing is, I call bullshit on both sides.
People fucking with you, and it make me feel good. Like I got, you know, like I got good character.
You know, because
I can judge care. I got a good judge of character.
Yeah.
You know,
and you know
like,
what? Like
cool.
when Deron first told me about you, and he like she want to come onto the show or whatever, and I'm like, say less, you know, because if Deron vouching for you, I already know you're a good person. You know, ain't no
David
bullshit.
is the only questionable motherfucker, right? No,
I mean,
look, tell the truth, David. And like, it sounds funny, right?
Yeah.
But people will always question. They be like, "Why you fuck with Cross?" And I'll be like, "Because he real, right? You may not agree with this nigga. You may not like how he say shit, but you don't never have to guess about where you stand with him or what he's thinking. That's some of the realest shit ever. I don't have to agree with this dude,
right?
But it's like, yo, I always know where he coming from. That's realer than some of the motherfuckers that claim they was down for me.
Right. And the thing is, when me and Deron talk, we don't always agree. We at the end of the day, we might just say, okay, look here, nigga, you got your opinion, I got my opinion. I see where you coming from, you see where I'm coming from. We just gonna leave it at that.
Now let's keep it real. We done had some conversation where we done walked away from the table and be like, oh nigga, you stupid.
Well, exactly, yeah. Exactly. And but the one thing
you kind of told me that this morning, though. You got on my Facebook.
Oh, nigga, you stupid. You stupid.
But the one thing
I called her because she went on. She was going through a thing yesterday, and I was like, "You don't sit your old man hating Facebook posting ass down."
It wasn't even man hating, though. Like
it wasn't. I was just really fucking with you on that. But you had some shit on your mind though.
I just be thinking shit be funny though. Like I just be thinking shit be. I be saying what everybody else want to say.
That's kind of what we do around here though.
And see, I have a problem with that. Why we live in a society now that you can't even say what the fuck you feel without getting backlash.
It ain't even about backlash. It's people who just scared to say what they want to say because of acceptance and wanting to be liked. That's why the last post I posted last night, like, look, I'm reading this book on what was the book called? Something about
I ain't no Bears fans can read.
But the Bears fans are the smartest niggas on this podcast right now.
Nigga, no.
What happened?
No.
Look, he had to think about it though.
Yeah,
I heard exactly what he said. I just couldn't think of a good comeback.
You couldn't process it. Intelligence.
I couldn't come. I didn't have a good comeback on that one.
You know.
Yeah, but that whole like book that I was reading, how to something about have people dislike you or whatever. I was like, I'm pretty sure this ain't what it meant because I was just calling people on their bullshit yesterday. It was fun to me. It was just funny.
Yo, here's what tripped me out. Like when I put shit on Facebook and people start coming at me, I'm like, first of all, a hit dog will holler because I don't post nothing on Facebook with nobody in mind. It's just shit that go through my mind. Like conversations that I have throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, and half of the conversations I have with people don't even be people I know on Facebook. Right? But obviously, people on Facebook be going through the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I post it, they be like, yo, man, like dudes be getting upset. They be talking about I be giving away game. First of all, if any motherfucker ever get at you because of some shit I said, she didn't like your ass no way. Or she was thinking about how to get away from your ass. Because I preface this every time we do a relationship show. Women who are really into a dude or who are digmatized or who are mentally fucked by a dude, they will make up every excuse why the shit we say on this show don't apply to that clown ass nigga that they with.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So don't come at me in my text messages, inboxes, whatever, DMs, whatever.
Why didn't nobody say nothing about my shit last night though, man? See, they know better. They know me by now.
Let me see.
And then look. They be like, who this big nigga to be bagging her up now? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yo, I just, like I said, I just wanted to give you flowers that you know that people fucking with you, people rocking with you. I fuck with you. I see the shit you do on Facebook. I'm gonna always comment. You my G. It is what it is. This is family.
Okay, now see this. My brother is 3/4 retarded, also, right? He texted me about.
Is he retarded, or are you just not strong enough to like catch what he's saying?
No,
I ain't never really had a problem with Derek. That's all I'm saying.
Did Derek ever take some shots though?
Hold on. You see what my brother said, right?
He ain't passed.
Oh shit! I forgot all about that.
Oh, definitely didn't, Derek. Derek, I was over here taking shots, fam. Like
dude. First of all, not only was I doing the shots, but I didn't have two of these in the double. Two.
This bottle was full.
My bottle empty, and I just opened it during the shot.
Yeah, but you were drinking roses, whatever the fuck, man.
First of all, this is vodka, fam. Like this is
it's infused. This shit was that shit was dark. This shit was dark tequila. I don't know what the fuck you was drinking.
So we're gonna talk about this on next in 2 weeks when we come back. But it was an incident, and I'm gonna send you to the video so you could look at it. There was a fight on a gay bar, Jeffrey Pub, and the motherfucker drove his car and ran over. I want to say he killed 2 people, and they got the whole shit on video.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't watch that shit, but I know what you're talking about.
Well, you don't when he hit him, because my wife at first thought you saw body parts, but when they showed it from a different angle, the car
that drove through there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, my brother said 3 people. It was 3 people. Well, I know 3 people got hit, but I thought only 2 of them passed away. But and you know, Chicago got this thing where if you have a shooting incident or whatever, they shut your license down. Knowing Lightfoot in the gay community, I guarantee you Jeffrey Pub won't get shut down.
Yo, I saw the post you did with the evolution of the Chicago clown. That shit was hilarious. That shit was hilarious.
Hey, this mayor. Oh, my brother said 4 hit, 3 killed. Damn. But yeah, that shit, man. Look, as soon as I get the fuck out of Chicago, I probably won't book another flight that fly over Chicago. This shit is stupid over here. I'll be scared they shoot at the plane. These motherfuckers are retarded. And then we got these dumbass politicians out here. They don't really give a fuck about crime. They keep telling black people the same shit over and over and over and over again. And everybody keep looking out for them, just like that Chewbacca looking bitch that we want to call her Kim Fox. Everybody, let me not say everybody. A lot of black people is taking up for this female, and everybody keeps saying the same thing. Oh, well, she does a lot for the black community. But as soon as you ask, what has she done for the black community? You could hear a mouse piss on cotton. Because can't nobody tell you what this retarded looking motherfucker did.
Well, it's the same thing. Look, check this out. When people tried to shit on Obama, and talk about shit he didn't do, you ask him, say, well, what didn't he do? What didn't he at least try to do? They can't
First
say
of
they
all,
can't
because
say
y'all
shit.
expected for this nigga to come to 55th, fam.
Right.
Like he dealing with a country that's dealing with countries.
Right. And but now check it. Now, and same thing like with Trump supporters. You be like, what's so great about Trump? They can't tell as far as policy and political shit, which is that's why you elected him for political shit. You can't tell me what the fuck he did that was of any
Dorsey,
relevance.
come on, just jump on it, fam. Just take you a couple
Well,
shots.
first off, let me express this to Dorsey. One, we are drunks. Alcoholics go to fucking meeting.
I ain't never been to no motherfucking meeting.
Exactly.
Refused to go. Cause I got this shit under control.
And you know what? And you know what else? I'm not a quitter.
At all.
Exactly.
At all.
Hold on. I know she's not talking. What's that bullshit you drink, Dorsey? Red fire or Fireball or some shit? The shit drunks don't even drink. Like
you said it was some rock gut shit.
Man, look.
That liquor shit.
Hey, you could get this shit to a motherfucking alcoholic on the street. Nah, I don't want that shit. I'm
like, nah, fam, we good.
Like, whatever. I know Dorsey ain't talking.
Let me just leave y'all with this. This is your hood, your hood philosophy of the day. Niggas will jump at the sight of a mouse, all while being laid up with a fucking hood rat.
Hey man, y'all be liking them hood rats though, man. Niggas wife all day.
You need y'all. First of all, everybody need love. Like what the fat motherfucker say? Everybody need love. But I'm gonna just say this: Deron has graduated. Okay, Diz don't deal with the fry bitches. Okay. My wife is the director over a whole motherfucking foster care agency. Fuck, I look like messing up what I got for a motherfucker.
And she a Leo.
Drop fries and ask me, can she supersize some shit? You know what I'm saying?
And she got dumps, fam. We're gonna be real. Yeah. She got big booty.
So okay. I got a question for Quita. Now I've asked this question before. So one, do you believe like just say I got $1 million, I'm rich, I'm living a life. Do you think I should help people out?
That's a personal choice.
No, I'm saying, but deep down, do you think I should help people out?
Hey, that is a 100% personal choice.
Just give me a yes or no.
I'm not gonna give you a yes or no because I believe it.
Because you fucking up the second part of my question.
It depends on the individual. Because if you would have asked me 10 years ago, I'm like, yes, because
okay, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. Let's go with that. Because you fucking up my shit.
I mean, you want me to go a certain way, and that ain't just that's not my
because
way.
most people would say yes. And I'm expecting you to say yes, but you said 10 years ago, so we're gonna go with the 10 years ago.
No.
Yes.
No, because here's the thing. Let me ask you a question. So since we're talking about this, right? Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
So, now I have the biggest heart ever. Now, I had to learn to reel this shit in. Why? Because if I had a bunch of money and I would have gave a bunch of money to White Russian is not really a.
I was just about to say you showing how young you are. Because you shouldn't be mixing liquor with milk, fucker.
Yeah, no. Okay, so as an example, right? Like, so I got 2 brothers. My little brother, I could probably give some, a good amount of money to, because I know he probably gonna, do some shit, gonna make some shit happen. My older brother, maybe now, but like maybe probably even 2 years ago, this nigga is gonna be like, all right, fuck it, fam, we about to go, we about to go, but I blow a bag, but he got a daughter. So my thought process when in a space where having a lot of money, you have to look at who it is and give according to who it is. If you even want to. Shit, I used to be like, I would give everything. Now shit, fuck that.
I got that, but you fucked up my whole joke.
Well,
This nigga
your joke wasn't funny, then.
This nigga trying to make it funny, and there you go being all philosophical.
I know.
The show open, nigga. We done.
Exactly. Shit. Damn, you'll fuck up a wet dream.
No.
No, because you'll probably because see, I'm gonna tell you what Quita would do. See, I analyze the shit. She would be at the point to where she was about to come, and then she start analyzing the shit and just fuck it all up.
No, sir.
No, sir. That game fucked up, huh?
Nerve back, stay right there. Don't move. Let me tell you where y'all fuck up. Since we talking about this,
y'all don't fuck
motherfucker
up.
talking about some. You see, niggas don't sometimes, and this like we be having real sauna talks. Like we go to the gym and the sauna shit get real. You know, as females, we be talking. That's how I figured out that females are probably nastier than niggas. I'm just gonna put it out there. Well, that's a conversation for a whole nother time. But like, listen, these sauna talks be real. But the consensus across the board is sometimes y'all don't know how to read the body. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes y'all see, if you see the heavy breathing and all of that, y'all try to switch it up. Don't switch it up. Do exactly what the fuck you doing. Because when you switch it up, you just change shit. And it's like, damn, it's gone, fam.
Okay, we about to go into a whole nother show. But we can put a pin in that one and bring that one back up because I read real well. I'm just gonna say that.
See, in my defense, I read real well.
You kind of
I don't have the stamina, so I don't. I ain't switching nothing up. You know, it's just
like it. Yo, it's a 10-page chapter. This nigga done at the page 3.
Page 3. Oh, you count foreplay? Okay.
I'm simply stating what the consensus of the ladies have said. We have these conversations. I'm gonna let y'all in on some of them. Some of these conversations that we have in the sauna, because you know it need to be brought to light.
Okay, you know what? Hey, in 2 weeks when we come back, we can have that sauna. I know me and D done heard plenty of shit from the barbershop, even though this nigga ain't been in the barbershop in about 42 years, but we can still.
This nigga saying, this nigga like I've been bald since I was 6. I'm 8 years old. God
Like,
damn.
Dang. See?
Nigga had to come back at you.
It's okay. I mean, look who talking. Paul Bunyan. This nigga didn't have no hair last week. All of a sudden now he got an afro on his face. You know what I mean?
Hey, why you
bullshit? Rick Ross ass nigga.
Hey, why you bullshit? when I cut my hair, I was scared because I didn't think this motherfucker was gonna grow back, or it was gonna grow back as thin as it was. But hey, I'm happy. I don't give a fuck. Oh, and on that, hey, the family that want to know, oncologists hit me up. I got a clean bill of health. They did say the lymph nodes was a little abnormal, but it's not lymphoma, so I'm cancer free. I go back in October for another PET scan. So everybody that was praying, you know, hey, I appreciate everything, you know, but it is a journey, man. My boy D, you got a lot of people out here that say they got your back. You don't hear from them. My boy D is one of the few people that actually kept in touch. He just hit me up like, hey, what's going on? Just checking on you. You know, sometimes, you know, I understand he at work, he'll send a text. And that's the shit that kept
that nigga don't work.
What?
That nigga does not work.
He know. He worked with me for about 8 of my 15 years. He know.
Yeah. But man, I'm telling you, that's when somebody going through something. I'm gonna leave this with you all. When somebody's going through something, you know, man, a support system can go a long way.
Right.
On
hey,
keeping
look, I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here because we done had a Harlequin moment and shit. But look here, I did what I did because it's my brother. I love you, man.
Love you too, brother.
You know what I'm saying? And to be, you know, it like verbal shit, to say, yo, I got your back. That's one thing, but then Do the
To
motherfuckers
show
really
up.
talk? Do the motherfuckers
Right.
really show up for you? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because here's the reality of it, and this is what I learned real quick. When I got hurt and had them 2 surgeries, the motherfuckers who was my boys, it was 2 of y'all that called me to check on me. When I got COVID and thought I was damn near about to die, it was 2 of y'all that called me and was like, yo, you good? You know what I'm saying? So that them the cats, you are the ones that I give that energy back to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
Damn, you had the vid, nigga. It almost took you
Man,
out.
nigga, I had COVID before I left Chicago, right? And I wasn't one of the lucky ones. Like you get the motherfucker that was asymptomatic or it just felt like a cold and shit. My shit progressively got worse.
Yeah.
You know,
and I ain't gonna lie, because when I man, I'm like shit, you know, because I times I talked to him, he just didn't sound good. I'm like,
man,
okay.
one day, like I literally thought I was getting ready to die.
Yeah.
Like one day I laid in the bed, I had a fever so bad that I would drink water, cold water, ice cold water, and it tasted warm in my mouth. Right? My eyes was burning. Right? I laid in the bed literally and just cried. Right? Because I was like, I'm finna check out this bitch. I went to bed, woke up, drenched in sweat. Got up, changed my sheets, changed my clothes, went back to sleep, drenched in sweat. Then I woke back up. I was like, okay, so it must be working its way out my body, but I felt so fucking bad. And people say that COVID made them lose their taste. I wish I was that lucky because I lost 20 pounds during COVID because I couldn't eat nothing because everything except for juice, except for orange juice and fruit punch, everything I put in my mouth tasted like aluminum foil.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't eating. I was eating just enough to keep myself from drifting off and shit. But I didn't go to the hospital because a nurse friend of mine was like, a lot of people are dying in the hospital because they're going to the hospital.
Right.
Because they're being made to be sedentary and they're not letting this virus work its way out their system. So I would get up every day, no matter how bad I felt, and I would get up, I would get in the shower, and I would move around my bedroom.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, you know, so I was like, if I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm gonna go in this motherfucking house. I'm not going in the hospital.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And thank God you still here.
Real shit. Same with you, man.
Thank you. So you all see in 2
So
weeks.
what y'all saying is I'm about to put both of y'all on a meal plan?
Hey, you know I fuck with you anyway. You know I got the motherfucking juices. I got the like if I wasn't going away for the funeral, if I wasn't going to the funeral, I'd be seeing you this week. But we'd be doubling back. But I mean, yo, you know I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
How you like them last juices?
Man, stop it. You know that shit. I rock with that shit.
Okay, Creed, I'm about to hit up with you. You know,
because you got lymph nodes and all that other stuff. Yeah, everything that you eat is either feeding or fueling fueling disease in your body. Period.
Right.
You know, this processed shit, almost everything breaks down into a carcinogen. You know what I mean? Like, and our bodies can't get rid of it. You know, so there's certain things that you need to eat or minerals and vitamins and stuff that you need to intake to be able to release that, or else it's just stuck.
Okay.
Right.
So
hey, look, family, I'm about to get out of here because in an hour and 40 minutes, I got to get ready. But yo, if y'all ain't doing nothing, yo, Simple Radio, the Rhythm Ride, 8 to 10, fuck with your boy.
And remember, 2 weeks. We not here next week. Matter of fact, go look at our old shit next week.
That's it. That's it. Go replay some shit.
Right. And it looked like you know what, Diane, what I'm gonna do is have I'm gonna have her send me her information and I'm gonna attach it to the show. When I cut this up, I'm gonna put it on there, and you know, we all about support.
All that.
And it looked like in 2 weeks, it looked like we're gonna go back to that relationship topic because
it's all good.
We got some shit to
I mean,
talk
yo,
about.
2 weeks bring up a lot of information, but yo, it happens. You know, this is what
And
we
make
do.
sure
It's
you
kind of a
all
wheelhouse.
Make sure you all like, subscribe, share, do whatever. We like the page, subscribe to the page, And
that's it. When we own, you own. It's our truth
versus your logic.
We out.
That nigga just hopped off like